Hello, welcome back.
Everybody.
Welcome back or welcome for the first time. My name is Syd.
I'm Olivia.
Together we're Syd and Olivia and we talk shit.
Welcome to Syd and Olivia Talk Shit, the
This-
show where we talk about shit.
If you are listening to this on Spotify or somewhere like that,
First off, hell yeah. Hi, how are you?
hell yeah, thank you so much. You can also watch this on YouTube.
Yeah.
If
can
you're
see
on
our-
YouTube right now, hi.
Hi. If you're on Spotify, you can see our big faces along with some cool graphics and some big animation energy.
Yeah, it's like
why
a
not?
fun visual
Come
time.
check it out. Why not? Watch
Come
it
check
here
it out.
too.
And this episode specifically, you should totally watch on YouTube.
yeah, that's
Because
true.
we're going to be showing you some visual stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be some really good visuals.
A fun visual element to
yeah,
this episode.
we love that. Okay, well, hell yeah.
This is episode 3.
I know, right? How crazy is that?
How crazy.
How crazy. And how are you feeling?
Oh my God. Well, thank you for asking, Olivia.
Of course.
I'm feeling fine. I've had a rough week. I'm a little sick today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not COVID. I checked.
No, I know.
So I'm feeling okay.
All right.
How are you feeling, Olivia?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I was on antibiotics for 100 years.
You
and
were.
That made me kind of depressed. But after that, I'm all good because now they're out of my system.
They don't tell you that.
No, I know. They really don't.
They really should have like a warning of like, hey, this is going to totally make you so sad.
There's been 2 different times that I've been on a medication that the pharmacy has just been like, here you go, and no warning. And then like I look up like, does this have weird mood side effects? And it's like, oh yeah, well it causes suicide.
Oh,
and
no.
it's like, oh, that's a big
one
thing
to leave
not
out.
mention.
That's a
I'm
big
glad
one
that
to-
didn't affect me that way because
No.
holy shit, that
Oh my God.
oh my God,
That's a big one to leave out.
It's one of those times where you're like, okay, I just felt a little bit bad this week.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
I'll
take it in comparison.
Now, we ask each other how we are, not only because it's nice to check in with your friends,
Yeah.
but because today is our mental health is sexy episode.
Yeah, mental health is so fucking sexy for
Mental
us.
health is sexy, mama.
Yeah, a little sexy health for me.
A little sexy health for my mind, for me.
For me, for my mind, for me, for me.
So, I mean, I think obviously
Yeah.
you and I both have mental health issues we deal with,
all
along with
people do.
pretty much everybody.
You know, it's like one of those things where like, look, physical health is a thing, mental health is a thing. They're both the same thing.
You got to make sure that they're good and in check.
Yeah, just because, you know, and everybody has mental health, whether it's good or bad.
And I feel like we all need to kind of normalize it and go like, oh yeah, whatever, I'm taking a mental health day. Who cares?
I think there's something really interesting about the fact that like this generation is definitely the most depressed and mentally like struggling with shit generation outwardly. But is that because everyone else just kept it in
I
and
think
then
so.
like went and killed their families and stuff?
Well, I don't know if everyone killed their families, but I do think there have been a lot of generations of people who like couldn't put a word to the feeling.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I feel like I have family members who were older
Yeah.
and would like, it would be like their whole personality is they like sit in a corner and kind of shake and
Yeah.
they're kind of sad. And you're
Right.
like, oh, but that's just Uncle Cramp.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no,
Classic
Uncle
Uncle Cramp.
Cramp has depression.
Yeah, it sounds like Uncle Cramp has depression.
You know what I
and
mean?
It's just that someone who's younger would notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's always good to go to therapy. And if you want to be on medication and are prescribed that, do that. And
Yeah,
your
hell
whole
yeah.
thing. But we had an excellent idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, we decided, here's the thing, like when you're a kid,
When you're a child.
they don't really teach you about anything that's important. They don't
No.
teach you about taxes.
They don't, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
they don't teach you about investing,
Yeah, they don't teach you about
sex.
like consent correctly.
No.
They don't teach you anything correct about sex.
They don't teach you anything that you need to know.
and they
something
absolutely do not teach you anything about the intricacies of mental health.
they never talk about the intricacies of mental health.
I mean, and that's crazy that you wouldn't sit down your 4 or 5-year-old kid
And talk about mental health.
intricacies of mental health.
The closest you get to it is watching Winnie the Pooh, and like Eeyore
Yeah, and
is
being like-
100% clinically ill.
But the problem with that is they're all just like, oh, no, that's just him. And it's like, that's
Right.
an issue.
No, it's
because
not
someone
just
should
him.
be checking in on him.
Somebody should be like, Eeyore, it's time to get some Prozac.
Yeah, he needs something. I do Prozac.
I do Prozac too.
I mean, you know, if Eeyore needed Prozac, he should just go for it.
Eeyore needs something, and I
Yeah.
think he needs to get some help from a local therapist.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we decided to help the next generation.
Yeah.
That we would write children's stories.
Yeah.
About mental health issues.
Yeah.
So that you can learn about it from a young age.
Yeah, so that you can, read these to your young children.
Read these to the baby in the womb.
Read these, just put like a speakerphone up to your womb.
And tell them what bipolar is.
And scream about bipolar disorder.
So that they know.
Into your womb.
And listen, that's a good thing.
That's what we're doing.
So Olivia and I decided to write children's stories about different mental health issues.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first, or would you want me to?
You go first. I'm so curious. I want to know.
Of course. So my story is about depression because I personally have that.
Big depression energy.
Have that. But I'm medicated. I'm good. I go to therapy. I'm all good. So my story is called, and if you're watching this, you can see the storybook that I wrote and the pictures I drew. And if you're listening to this, I'll explain it to you. This story is called The Sad Fish, a tale of depression.
Oh, fuck.
A tale of depression by Anonymous. Who wrote that? I wonder who wrote that.
I don't know who wrote it.
And
because they said Anonymous.
No, they said Anonymous, so I don't know who wrote it. Okay. Here we go. Under the sea, with the trash and the shit, lived a fun, friendly family of fuddlebug fish. The oldest was Forbes, the youngest was Frankel, the middle was Fidget, and the parents were dead. And then the picture is a bunch of fish that really resemble anglerfish.
Yeah, those are anglerfish.
Except way worse. And then
2 graves.
2 gravestones.
Got 2 graves there.
For the dead parents.
Okay.
The parents are dead in this.
It's awesome.
As they are in...
A classic children's story beginning.
In a lot of Disney movies, the parents are dead. Why not Dr. Seuss books?
You've got Dr. Seuss elements and Disney elements so far. I love it.
I love it. Okay, next page. Forbes liked football, and Frankel liked tuna. Fidget liked crying and not being awake. The pictures are a football, which I can drive. Seen a football?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a football. It looks like a croissant.
I mean, that's better in my eyes.
So much better. I would rather have a croissant than a football
any day.
A can of tuna because
they shop.
They shop.
Yeah.
And then Fidget crying at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. All right, well, that's great.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You know in elementary school when the teacher would like lick their finger before they would change the page? I never understood why they did that.
They probably don't do that post-COVID anymore.
It's pretty weird. Page 3. Fidget, my fuddlebug fish family brother, why are you so sad, just like our mother, said Forbes, whose mother was dead. Fidget, your mind is as dark as a womb. Is there something, something that's causing you gloom? Said Frankel, who loved tuna and also was orphaned. So this is...
I love a good rhyme that's set up and then just doesn't pay off, like, aggressively. That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing in the world.
None of them pay off. I had no access to Rhyme Zone during this. So these are the 2 fish huddling around. Oh, I guess I forgot to draw the 3rd fish.
There's 2 of them.
But I did draw a tombstone. So you got to make sure that the dead parents are included in every page.
So far, every page has referenced them.
I like to talk about dead parents.
All right, here we go.
Page 4.
All right.
I don't know why I feel so bad. Nothing specifically is making me sad, said Fidget. Just then, he felt an itch on the left, and a voice screamed out from his big, scaly chest. It is I, screamed the voice from his scaly chest. And then this is a...
That's the end of the page?
Yeah.
It is I, screamed the voice from his scaly chest, and then the page ends?
Yeah, it ends then, and then there's a picture. Olivia, sorry.
It's him looking down at
his
sad chest.
So the picture is of Fidget looking down at his sad, scaly chest. Page 5.
Okay.
Also, now he wears a shirt.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Fidget lifted his fish shirt over his nose. Oh, he has a nose too now.
Oh, all new things
All
on
new
page
things.
5.
So page 5's a big break from our last
Page 5
reality.
jumped the shark.
Page 5 jumped the fucking shark. This is a whole new universe.
Okay.
Fidget lifted his fish shirt over his nose, revealing Phil, the icky depression growth. A growth on his chest, which was making him sad. Not seen by the public, but still very bad. Phil was benign and not a tumor. Just a mean growth who represents depression. And then I drew a child fish lifting up his shirt and a big fucking depression growth coming out of it.
My God.
And it's horrifying.
Wow. Also, spoiler alert, but your art choice for depression is really like a cousin of my art choice for anxiety.
Well, I love that because they're in the same series.
They are.
Okay, well, thank God. We didn't have to meet
We
about...
wrote these without the other person hearing them, so this is the first time I'm hearing
I'm
this.
glad that we didn't have to have a meeting about brand recognition.
We linked up mentally and we were like, we know it's a green spiky monster with angry eyes and teeth.
Okay, page 6. Hey, I'm Phil, and I'll fuck up your day. I'll make your appetite and horniness go away. Fidget the fish, let's think about death. And then I'll encourage you to try some meth. I'll make you gamble your savings away, or my name isn't Phil. Fiddle-dee-day. And then this is a close-up of Phil, who...
He's bloodshot.
He has bloodshot eyes.
He's a little pig nose.
He has a little pig nose. He's like a scary, spiky green man with cigarettes hidden in his hair.
Yeah, there they are.
And a big fist waving up the air. He's really angry, this guy. I mean, I would be too if I was born as a depression
if
growth.
I was born as a growth
You
on
don't-
some fish's chest,
Yeah,
who
you don't
couldn't
pick
stop crying.
what fish's chest you're born
No,
on.
it's assigned to you by
page,
God.
Page 7. Oh no, said the fish. Of the fish there were 3. And I really phoned it in on this page.
Beautiful.
Perhaps I need some medication for me.
I was hoping so hard as I heard that sentence it was going to end in for me.
Fuck. So Fidget found a therapist through his insurance and found a psychiatrist through his insurance. And then
Thank God.
you gotta sometimes just phone it the fuck in.
No, that's my favorite. It's my least favorite thing in songs and my favorite thing in books is when a rhyme just says fuck
fucks
you
it up.
and rhymes with itself.
So the illustration, this gorgeous illustration,
It's beautiful. It's a little
is
computer.
of a desktop computer PC,
Which all fish have.
Which all fish have PCs.
Yeah.
And on the screen it says fish therapy, and underneath it says kelp pay of $2 sand dollars.
Yeah.
Now that's pretty cute.
That's really adorable.
Kelp pay like copay.
That's really cute.
Come on.
Like copay, but with kelp.
Come on now.
And sand dollars, which sound almost like dollars.
They sound like dollars,
Except
but
for the word sand in
it has
them.
something to do with water.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, guys, I'm really killing it. Page 8. This is so stupid. Fidget tried Celexa, Prozac, Wellbutrin, all of the same antidepressants Syd Heller has tried. It's also written by Anonymous.
Yeah, so they know.
They know who the fuck wrote this now. Okay. Eventually, this is not a children's book. Eventually, he found the cocktail for him, and that lousy growth Phil shrunk to the size of a pin. And sometimes he'd grow to the size of a boat. And that is normal, because then he'd shrink and the cycle continues. But one thing would never be fixed. And then you have all of the cycle of Phil.
there's the cycle of Phil getting big and small. Beautiful.
One thing would never be fixed. Mr. and Mrs. Fuddlebugfish will always be dead. And the last page is an in memoriam for the Mr. and Mrs. Fuddlebugfish who are absolutely dead.
Oh my God. Wow.
I really
was
wanted
so
to
beautiful.
touch on a couple things in this story.
That's like honestly a thing that I would read to any child in the park, any child in the supermarket.
Listen, if that child's not mine, I don't give a fuck what I'm putting in its head.
If I have seen a child ever, I will sprint up to it and recite that from memory at the top of my lungs.
I will take that child, put it in my van,
and I
make sure it listens to the
sure
story.
It learns the story. Well, that's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Well, it makes me really happy because, you know, I didn't hear your book. You didn't hear my book.
No, we did not. No.
And they're beautifully different, but they have so many similarities that you can tell we're both friends with the same sense of humor.
I love that so very much.
Bad issues. All right.
I'm so excited to release these to
the
world.
I know. I'm so excited to self-publish.
To self-publish. Yeah. What publishing company will somebody will,
Penguin.
Right? Penguin?
Penguin.
Hey, Penguin, hit us the fuck up.
Penguin, why are you so late?
Penguin,
about this?
why are you so fucking
You're
late?
so late.
You're so late on this story of Fidget the Fuddlebug fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Let's hear it.
All right. So.
And this is about anxiety?
So this is about anxiety, a thing that I have. Yeah, and I did it in the style of a Dr. Seuss
Thank God.
thing, right? So hell yeah to that. All right, so it's called Michaela and the Big Grickle.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so
right off the top, not a word. Just not a word.
I chose for like a silly like creature that could represent it, and it's called the Big Grickle.
Well,
we've got and it looks like an angry cactus, and it's like fucking huge. And then Michaela's just like a awkward girl.
It's a pretty good drawing.
Thank you. She's looking up. She's like, oh no. All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Michaela was just like any young girl. Boy, was she young and also a girl. She went to school and she went to the pool. She tried very hard and she followed the rules. But one day, Michaela was no longer alone, because one day, a big grickle followed her home.
I like that you said one day twice in the sentence.
So there's the big grickle and Michaela. It's pretty much one illustration over and over again in this book.
Just of the grickle and Michaela.
And her looking at it like, oh no, and it being like, ah. So
okay, perfect.
It's pretty much on every page.
Perfect.
All right. The grickle was huge and the grickle was hairy. It loomed over her. It was really quite scary. Michaela asked the grickle, now, sir, who are you? And the grickle replied, I'm your worst nightmare, fuckface, and I'm going to kill you one day. And then,
oh my god.
This is
oh my god. And the grickle saying, I'll fucking kill you, asshole. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Wow, so far, this is terrifying.
All right.
This is like goosebumps.
Michaela apologized because she was female and
God damn.
and put exclamation marks all through her email. So she went back to school and went back to the pool, but that grickle stayed with her. That was his rule. She said, I guess we are friends. What choice do we have? And the grickle said, your family is gonna die and it's gonna be all your fault, asshole. Michaela said, wait, what? And the grickle's head spun around in a full circle while it vomited acid on everyone in the sand pit and screamed, you're not good enough at anything, over and over again for 666 years.
This is wild.
That's Michaela and the grickle at the pool.
Fuck.
It yelled till it filled up this bookity book, and Michaela herself was quite shookity shook. I can help you, Michaela, the good doctor said.
The good doctor's there?
Like that TV show.
Oh, like the TV show of The Good Doctor.
Yeah, The Good Doctor.
So The Good Doctor's
Yeah,
in
he
this.
comes in.
Okay, we're mixing some IPs in.
I can help you, Michaela, the good doctor said. Take these pills that sometimes work and sometimes don't.
Fuck. He's not that good of a doctor, is he?
I can help you, Michaela, the weird yoga woman said. Do breathing exercises and meditate instead. So Michaela tried very hard to calm down her mind, and the grickle said, wow, this is really quite fine. Michaela was happy, finally at last. The grickle said, imagine what it would be like to get shot in the head. How fucked up would that be? Now imagine that for the next day and a half and every time you're about to come. Everyone is pretending to like you. You suck at everything. And here's a drawing of pills.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Okay, this is the last page.
Oh my god. This is wild.
And that's when Michaela realized, this bitch is here to stay. I've got to fight this big cunt every day.
Oh my God. We got an X rating on this book.
All my life, I haven't known what to do. And now I realize, no, you know what? Bitch, fuck you. And he's so big and scary that if I can do that, I must be pretty cool. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat-tat?
Yeah, I just filled in the rhyme.
Oh, like a tap dance.
Yeah, rat-a-tat-tat.
They're tap dancing.
And when shit hits the fan in her life, she's okay. Because she's used to fighting the grickle each day. And she's a bad bitch. So I guess that's a yay.
So I guess that's a yay.
And that's my children's book.
I like
for kids.
I like that it ends on not totally sure if it's a good ending. I guess that's
I didn't want to be disingenuous about my feelings.
Here's the thing, is sometimes things are okay and sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
And healing isn't linear.
And I guess that's a yay.
And I guess that's a yay.
Whatever the fuck you're going through, if you're going through it, fuck yeah.
I guess that's
you're
a
fucking
yay.
killing it, so I guess that's a yay.
I guess that's a yay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we can take away from today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that I guess that's a yay.
I guess that's a big yay for me.
That's a big yay for me.
The funny thing about, like, when your brain is all like, what? Is that, like, I don't know, I feel like I have some of my favorite memories, like, from times where, like, everything was supposed to be really bad, but then you take it and you go, like, well, I'm just going to do something really silly with this to make myself laugh.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a certain point, like, years and years and years ago when we were filming our web series, Sugar Babies.
Oh, yeah, which was when we were in college.
Which was, yeah, we were, like, 19 and 20.
Yeah.
And we were both going through just like 19 and 20-year-old, like, oh my God, crazy shit is happening to us. And we are just trying to hold on kind of a thing. And for some reason, just like one of my favorite memories ever, because I know like we both just felt so comically fucking bad. Like so bad.
Yeah.
And every day we'd be like, no, we have to make the web series. Like, we have to shut it all out and make the web series, which is like so helpful.
It helped us a lot.
Oh my God. And for some reason, this one time like always comes to me of like when we went to the BJ's. We went to the BJ's in
Westwood because we went to UCLA.
And we were dodging craziness all around us and trying to escape from craziness. And we just ordered wings and took black and white photos of the bones
of the chicken wings.
Yeah, and then airdropped them to everyone else in the BJ's.
Yeah, and airdropping a photo to a stranger in a BJ's of a chicken bone. Yeah. Makes someone confused.
Oh yeah,
weirdly
there are a lot
enough.
of declines.
There's a lot of declines.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something about like how sad I was and like anxious, just like solidified that memory in my brain so hard because like I was just feeling so much, and like the more you're feeling shit, I feel like the more you remember something. And like it's so funny because I could be looking back at that whole time being like, God, I was having such a bad time. Right. But even though I was having such a bad time on some level, I was having such a fun time on another level that it's like, oh, these are great memories. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's a good big thing. Yeah, it's like, you know, like it's not glamorizing like the bad parts, but it's being like, in those bad times, you really do, especially you and your friends who are kind of dealing with it together, find ways to entertain yourselves and distract yourselves from whatever you're going through that end up being so silly and absurd and funny. And you go down the line and you go, oh my God, we did this absurd thing because we were just both so sad. We were just like, let's try anything.
And we were like, we need to just be like kids. Like we need to just seriously. Totally be whimsical children. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, is there anything that you can specifically go to when you're feeling terrible to like cheer you up? I remember when I first was like really struggling with like my first like actual like depressive phase. I was dating my ex-boyfriend at the time, who's absolutely lovely and still really good friend. And when I was really, really upset and when things were bad, he used to just go, let's go outside. Like, let's go outside. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Let's go outside. Let's go on a walk.
That's great.
And there was something that felt so good about just seeing other people enjoying their day.
Yeah.
And knowing that, like, oh, that'll be me one day. It's just not me right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be me one day.
No, that's really nice. Also, like, being outside is so nice.
Oh, yeah. And it's also just so nice to have someone who can go like, hey, I'm going to force you to do this thing that's going to feel gross in the moment. And then once you get there, you're going to feel better.
That's what all healthy things are. Like, is like things that you're like, ugh, in the moment. And then you're like, oh, okay, over time, I actually, all right, good.
Yeah.
I know that, like, for me, when I'm spiraling, because, like, my biggest thing is I'll just be like, I'll have some thought and I'll be like, oh no. And then I'll just spiral into like.
You get stuck in your own head.
Yeah. And I'll just like beat the shit out of myself for like, 100 years.
Yeah.
And the thing that I've found is that if something can make me laugh to an extent where it jars me out of that spiral, it's not like all the thoughts and anxiety goes away, but it's like I get almost like a restart button of like how my thoughts are working. So like if I can, like, for example, if there's a video of a bird walking around funny.
Oh my God, those are the
like
best.
A secretary bird or an ostrich or like a chicken doing something funny or a cockatoo screaming into a cup.
Yeah.
Birds aren't supposed to be on this earth.
Birds are so weird.
They are cursed.
Yeah.
And I love them.
Yeah, they're so funny.
I love birds. They're the funniest animal because they're cursed.
They're so weird.
And they're not allowed to be on the planet.
No,
but
secretary birds stomp on their prey.
No, they kill things with their big
snakes.
scary legs.
They kill snakes with their legs.
They stomp on snakes for fun. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
But it is,
chickens are dinosaurs. I've had 5 chickens. They are dinosaurs.
Yeah, it is. There is something so nice about being like, oh, here's this small piece of joy.
Yeah.
That's just gonna like totally band-aid something
just like
for now.
A piece of unrelated like funniness or happiness. Because like I feel so often like your instinct when you're trying to cheer someone up or make someone feel better when they're having like a bad mental health day is to try to do that.
Yeah.
Like to try to be like, oh, it's gonna be okay, and it's like that's rarely gonna work.
Yeah.
Like because like if they could handle that concept right now, like they like they're just not there right now. So like having something completely unrelated to just like make you laugh and take you out of it for even a second can be so helpful. So that's a fucking tip.
I think something I've found too is when I'm not in it, like when I'm okay, when I feel totally fine, it's so much easier for me to tell the people around me like, hey, next time I'm not feeling good, can this be the thing that you do for me?
And it's such an important thing to do, like especially because like it's so nice to be able to say like if I'm ever spiraling, just try to make me laugh. Yeah. Like in some way if you can, because like no one would guess that. Like no one would guess that, and that would be crazy if I didn't know, like if I didn't know that or if I knew that and didn't say it and then expected other people to know that and was like, why are you trying to make me feel better? Like just know yourself.
Yeah. And I think it takes a while to realize like what are the things that work for you, and especially with therapy and medication and all that kind of stuff. All that takes a while to just like get into the zone of like, oh, this is the thing that works for me. This is what doesn't. I mean, medication has so many side effects.
Oh my God.
That are sometimes just as bad as like the thing you're going through.
Yeah.
Like
this antibiotic.
Like this antibiotic. It's so very, very common to be like, oh yeah, I was on that pill. Yeah, no, it was like really great, except I didn't think of humans as sexy. And so I just had to like close my eyes and never have an orgasm again. Yeah. Like it's very, very normal. Yeah. And that sucks because you think like, wait, what's wrong with me? Because people don't talk about the side effects.
Yeah, no, I mean like, and it's just crazy. Like there's certain people who, if they are choosing the route of getting medicated for something, that they find the right thing early on, and that's amazing. Freaking awesome. Yeah. And then there's other people who like are trying, like having to try a whole bunch of different stuff and like taking months of like, is this the new medication starting, the old medication wearing off, or like just like am I just messed up? And it's like that's so stressful and hard. Yeah. And I don't even have any point for that, but if that's what you're going through, you're fucking awesome, and holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something to like look into, and at the same time, like if you're like, no, I found this other thing which isn't that, and it helps me, and it's like great, amazing, absolutely. Do whatever helps you
as long as it isn't like killing people or animals.
Listen, if you're like, the thing that helps me with my depression is like eating the skin off my neighbors, I'm gonna go with like maybe not.
Yeah, I think you should find a different
tactic. Should go to therapy.
You should definitely go to therapy, especially if you are continuously eating the skin off of your neighbors.
Yeah. Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
If Squidward went to therapy,
Yeah.
how would that change the SpongeBob franchise?
I think it would create a lot less conflict. There'd be a lot less episodes.
Oh, yeah. So maybe you shouldn't go.
So that's one benefit.
Yeah.
To staying depressed is that if you are an animated sea creature, you can create a lot more storylines.
You can
in
be
a fictional show.
A story generator.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really good. So So I mean, there's upsides to everything.
Yeah.
It's so funny when I'm like really like anxious or like not having it great. I will always say, but the good news is,
and then say something absolutely terrible,
or just really like not be able to think of something and take like a 7-minute pause and then go like, I'm gonna be alive today, like, and just something that just doesn't count as the good news.
Yeah, there is no good news. It just is.
But like my body instinctively says the good news is, which says something else, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good thing to be able to be like, oh, I'm just riding the wave. Like,
you gotta ride that young wave.
You're just like having a moment.
Have that Mick moment.
It will end, and it's okay to just be like, okay, I'm in this right now.
Yeah.
And when it ends, it's gonna be lovely.
Yeah. There's like the social media element of life that adds like a whole extra level of mental health issues. I feel.
Yeah. You know that Olivia Rodrigo song?
Yeah, Jealousy. Yeah.
Where she talks about like seeing all the girls with the perfect white teeth on Instagram. Do you feel like...
Yeah, like their teeth are really white.
Do you feel like their teeth are really white?
I feel like their teeth are white and their teeth are so white.
Do you feel like people now are more anxious and depressed because of Instagram?
Yes, 100%. Because... Okay, unless you're using Instagram for like strictly dog videos.
Yeah.
Or like videos of food. Like if you are following people on Instagram and they're not like your cousin who just had a baby.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's like people who are like, this is a cute picture of me, which is most people.
Yeah.
Most people. Like I do that. Everyone,
it's very
like,
normal.
It's like the normal thing to do. It's like, here's me being fun. And like, yeah, I just feel like there's no way it doesn't negatively impact your whole everything.
It's actually kind of part of the reason I like TikTok.
Yeah.
Because you'll get into niches where it's showing you things that are so specific but make you feel good.
Yeah.
Because it's your niche. It's the thing that you like looking at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, it'll be like, my dad is on pilot TikTok. So it's all videos of people being like, I drive a plane. I drive a plane. And my dad's like, hell yeah, you drive a plane.
That's so good.
And so it's like, he doesn't have to look at like some other man's thin calves and be like, what if my calves were more sculpted like that man's calves?
Yeah.
And instead he can just be like, pilots are fun.
Pilots are fun.
Like, that's great.
And I think that there's like, I don't know, TikTok to me has such a, like, I mean, look, I'm not on what they call straight TikTok.
Right.
Which is just like the classic, like, Charlie and Dixie dancing and stuff.
It's the like dancing videos and
like people being like, this is my attractive significant other and I'm attractive and we both drink smoothies. And it's like, that's awesome. But I'm just not on that TikTok.
No, I'm not on that one.
So like anytime I'm on TikTok, it's people like trying to be funny. Not, that sounds bad. People being funny.
Yeah.
Like I'm on like a lot of just like people doing funny shit or doing like alt weird stuff.
Yeah.
And that always makes me laugh. And anytime I'm like going through a TikTok wormhole, I find myself so much more just like, I'm having a fun time than if I'm going through an Instagram wormhole.
Yeah.
Because Instagram is just like, it's like I had to put it in a separate folder on my phone because my hand would open it without me
like
wanting
an addiction.
to even look at it. Yeah, it's literally an addiction. Like my hand would open it and then I'd be like, everyone is skinny. And it's like, okay, well, you have the choice to put it down.
And you can guide your thumb to replace that need of going to Instagram with going to another app. Like I used to always go to Instagram and now I always go to a balloon popping game on my phone. I can't stop playing it. And it's a balloon popping game and I'm an adult.
That's
but at
better
the same
than
time,
Instagram.
When it's embarrassing because people will walk by me and they'll look at me looking at my phone and they think I'm checking a work email maybe, but I'm just trying to pop a balloon.
See, I compulsively check work emails.
Yeah.
and then panic when there aren't enough, and then
Right.
panic when there are any.
Yeah.
So that's also bad, but it's better than Instagram.
You should get the balloon game.
I should.
You should get the balloon game.
I you know what I really open mostly? I open my notes app and I have lists of things I have to do that day, and I
Yeah.
cross them off and delete them and write more and cross them off and
Yeah.
like compulsively do that so that I don't go on Instagram. So
You
that's
schedule.
fun. Yeah, I compulsively schedule, which
Yeah.
I love. I love a good schedule.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a big schedule. I like a sick schedule. I like my dick scheduled. I
Yeah.
like my
Who
thick
doesn't
schedule.
love their dick scheduled?
I mean, I love it.
Here's a question
Yeah.
for you. What kind of things are you on? Like, what kind of niches are you on TikTok right now?
Yeah.
The biggest thing I keep getting videos of are computers or robots trying to write stand-up comedy.
That's really good.
And it's my favorite thing ever because it's like kind of like it's not English sentences.
Yeah.
And my sense of humor is so broken
Yeah.
that it makes me laugh so much harder than
Yeah.
any stand-up
No,
routine.
because it is purposefully not making sense, which is the funniest
It's
thing.
nonsensical. The
Yeah.
whole thing is like airplane food is how about politics? Like
Yeah.
none of it is sentences. And it makes me laugh so much and I love it very much.
Yeah. So it's interesting because if I look like just looking at this, like at my TikTok versus Instagram like feed, like the things that they're like, here is what you should watch for you. My TikTok feed is so often like people showing texts that are like funny text conversations, like whether it's like the girl who does, oh my God, Becca Moore, who does like loyalty tests.
Oh,
like
she's
I
very
get
funny.
her a lot. Like I'll get people who are like doing just like funny things, messing with people, or just like people just filming weird people do weird shit. It's just way more like random and casual. And then on Instagram, it's literally just like the only things that I'm shown are like, would you like to stop your eating disorder, or would you like to lose so much weight?
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, wow, that's so not helpful, Instagram.
Oh
Like
my
it's really
God.
not helpful. Like every reel is like what I eat in a day, whether it's what I eat in a day to lose weight or what I eat in a day to recover from an eating disorder.
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
God.
can you stop with this? Because I just don't
What
want
mixed
it.
messages as well.
So many mixed messages, and I don't want them right now.
No, that's too much.
I just want to go to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a lot of Instagram posts suggested for me that are crocheting patterns.
Well, that's better.
I don't crochet.
No, you don't.
I don't know how to.
There we go.
So that's it.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how different apps think of you as a different type of person.
Yeah.
Like, the recommended things to you. Like all my Twitter recommended
Oh my
things to
God.
me are like, the earth is on fire.
All my Twitter stuff is like, I fucking like hate anyone who's anti-mask.
Yeah.
Like,
all of my tweets recommended to me are like, the world is dying, how about yours? And
Yeah.
then all of my Instagram recommended to me are either like, have you ever seen a grandma sew a scarf? or it'll be like, look, it's a video of a pig friends with a dog.
I mean, I will always take that.
I mean, love that.
I will always take
And
that.
then on TikTok, it's like, have you ever been gay with your dad? Like, it's just like videos that are like, what is this?
Yeah, that's like a great explanation of like
Yeah.
what my TikTok
Yeah,
is. Too,
the TikTok will be like 10 places that I would go with my dad.
fuck my uncle.
With my uncle if we were both coming out of the closet to our friends. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
And then it's all like the dungeon, and it's like nothing else.
No, nothing makes sense. TikTok is nonsensical.
No, and that's the thing is like I feel like sometimes nonsense is like the best medicine.
I agree.
Like people are like laughter's the best medicine.
No.
But where do you find laughter? Only in nonsense.
Nonsense. That's why we speak gibberish so
Yeah.
much.
No, I mean like our boss once asked us like, "Hey, you guys should write a thing about friends cuz you guys are friends."
Yeah.
And we were like, I don't think anyone would relate to
No,
anything
it's not
we'd say,
relatable.
because when we're alone, we are just going like chungle my hearse,
Shibble my
shust
hall.
my hearse,
Shibble
my
my
shust my
hall.
hall for
Like,
me.
it's just
and it's
absurd.
all day. and
It's
it's
absurd.
only us, and it's all day that, and it's like no one would relate to that.
No.
So no, we can't write that sketch.
Yeah, so the time that he was like, come on, guys, you guys are friends. What do friends do?
What do friends do?
Anytime we're doing something that is the most unrelatable
Like
thing,
just alien thing.
we'll turn to each other and go, what do friends do?
What do friends do?
What do friends do? Because I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But probably none of that.
No, none of that.
No one just speaks in gibberish and sings songs with the incorrect lyrics with gibberish. I mean, maybe
I'm
people
sure
do.
someone does.
If
How about
you
this?
do, hell yeah.
If you do, let us know.
Let us know exactly what your gibberish words are.
I would love to know what's like the weirdest thing people do with their friends.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
could tweet at us.
Yeah.
At Syd and Olivia.
Yeah.
Tell us the weirdest thing you do with your friend regularly, where if somebody saw it, they'd go, oh, that's alien.
Yeah.
That's like an alien activity.
Yeah.
Because I would like to see that.
I would love to see that.
Would love to see
So
that.
yeah, absolutely send that our way.
Yeah. And while you're at it, you can ask us for advice questions.
Yeah.
You can tell us what topics you'd like us to hear
Tell us
cover on the
anything
show.
you friggin' want in the whole wide world.
We have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Everything we are is at Syd and Olivia.
On everything. It is everything we are.
It is everything we are.
And yeah, so today we talked a lot about mental health and
birds.
And birds. And if you are having issues with mental health,
Call us and beep us.
you should absolutely reach out to a licensed
Yes,
professional.
actually, you should reach out to a licensed professional because they're going to be a lot better at it than we are. We'll probably just speak gibberish and try to help.
Or talk to a friend or family member.
Or all of the above.
Or all the above.
I love the all of the above option.
Yeah. So kind of like a sweet little,
I'm loving that.
like a warm ending.
Like a cute, big, warm ending because
Yeah.
we had such an icy, cold beginning.
We had an icy, cold, creepy beginning, and we're having like a wholesome, sweet, warm ending.
I love that.
That's what we are here.
We're like a Sour Patch Kid. Icy on
Icy
the outside. And hot,
on the inside.
See, that's an icy hot.
Oh.
We're like an icy hot.
We're like an icy hot.
We're like an icy hot.
We know things.
We've eaten icy hots before, and we are exactly like them.
Icy hot. Is that Shaq's thing?
Yeah.
Remember when Shaq used to advertise shit and he'd be like, this make my back feel good for me.
Yeah.
I don't think he said it that way.
He might have said this makes my back feel good for me.
I think I'm falling apart.
Thank you guys so much for watching our mental health episode.
Or listening.
Yeah. I'm Olivia.
I'm Syd.
And this is Syd and Olivia Talk Shit.
And we will talk to you guys next time.
All right. We'll see you later.